Hello there and welcome to the program. It's been 4 years since security forces in Nigeria began a manhunt for Nigeria's most wanted terrorist, Abubakar Shekau. The JTF, in a statement on Monday, announced that Shekau may have died of gunshot wounds. Part of the statement reads, "Intelligence reports available to the Joint Task Force reveal that Abubakar Shekau may have died of gunshot wounds. Shekau was mortally wounded in the encounter and he never recovered. It is greatly believed that Shekau might have died between July the 25th and August the 3rd, 2013. Lieutenant Colonel Sagir Musa, spokesman for the JTF, said this. But in 4 sentences, this statement sways from speculation to certainty. It goes from may have died to died of and mortally wounded to greatly believed. 2 coordinated attacks after this disclosure, it seems terrorism is more of an ideology than a personality. Joining me on the program to look at the purported death of Shekau and other burning security issues is the Region 11A Vice President of ASSIS, an international body of security professionals, Wilson Esangbedo. This is the BIM. I am Victor Matthias. Mr. Wilson, thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
All right, the JTF just released a statement confirming, and anyways, they're not even confirming, because the statement is riddled with some kind of uncertainties, that Abubakar Shekau is dead.
Okay.
You know, but unlike the US, when they announced the death of Osama bin Laden, you know, they had this form of certainty. How detailed do you think the JTF is to make such bold statements?
Don't forget, what we have to do basically is look at the operation that led to the alleged death of Shekau. You know, there was an exchange of gunfire. And then when there's an exchange of gunfire, it's actually difficult to know who actually lived or who actually escaped. But you see, they were very careful about their statement. They said that he may have been killed. They did not come out specifically to say that he's dead. And then the military authorities have come out with a statement, I think that was Friday, that initial statement that Shekau may have died was not authorized. So what they are trying to do basically right now is to confirm that he's actually dead.
So in other words,
we are really not sure whether he's dead or whether he's alive.
All right, so I mean, but even after the so-called announcement that has been renounced by the Army headquarters, we've seen 2 deadly attacks. Do you think this is a form, I mean, do you think this is terrorism? Do you think it's about personality or an ideology?
No, but I think basically we have to look at what happened when the Osama bin Laden was actually captured and killed. The US authorities came out with a statement that after that incident, they are likely to witness a decrease in terrorist activities in America and all parts of the world. But what we saw was something different. We saw an upsurge in those attacks. Because what was really not happening was that the organization that Osama bin Laden headed were now making desperate efforts to retaliate, and they had a lot of attacks. We also are aware in the last couple of weeks, the American embassy had to close their embassies in many parts of the world because of the information they got about terrorist attacks. So the way I see the death, even if Shekau is really dead, I really don't think that really make any difference.
So you think it's more of an ideology?
It will not make any difference.
Okay, just moving on, we'll look at the fact that the police, also the structure, I mean, we've seen indiscriminate killings. You know, it's some way on the rise. You know, you have someone threatening a citizen saying, "I will gun you down." You know, you have them. What is the structure? What is the structure of their training?
I really don't have an in-depth knowledge of what their training is like. But I know the new IG are making efforts to make sure the policemen under